All right, so now we are on to web browser alternatives to Chrome. Of course, Chrome being the Google web browser, taking over the whole web, and it always wants you to sign in, sign in, sign in, so we can have all of your data as it belongs to us. It's going to store all the cookies perpetually so that you can't delete them as easily later. They can still get the benefit of them, still add the profile, store all this other stuff. There's, of course, valid reasons. Pizza Loving Nerd uses Chrome because it allows him to get past the firewalls at school. They need better firewalls, apparently. Um, but various different options. Of course, Firefox being the most popular. The Tor browser we should list. Oh, it is on there. It's listed over here. The Tor browser, which is based on Firefox. Also, WaterFox based on Firefox. Those are three browsers. We have IceCat. The other ones, we have Iridium, we have ungoogled Chromium, and we have Brave listed. Of course, everything here is either Firefox or Chromium because that's pretty much all there is. Specific comments on any individual browsers?
With Firefox in general, they're doing some pretty not so kosher stuff. I mean, they want you now to open up an account, a cloud account. So if you have to upgrade your browser, your profile is no longer something you can just drag from distro to distro. They want you to upload it to their cloud service, and then they'll clean it up for you and stuff it in your nice new version of WaterFox.
Well,
And
actually,
they want to update it every month now.
yeah. Well, I actually tested that, Dan, and I was able to port my profiles. So I
I was
tested
able
it.
to do it too.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there was something wrong in the protocol that you used to transfer it or something. But I tested that because that's something you said and I'd heard and I wanted to test it. So I took the profile off of my Arch computer and I actually dropped it directly onto my Linux Mint computer build. Worked perfectly fine.
You will run
Maybe
across
older
this.
versions.
It will happen to you. It doesn't happen every time, but you're going to hit a time where you're going to. There's been a time where I've taken my profile and taken everything inside of it out and dumped it into another one to jumpstart it.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to keep pushing updates every month on the Firefox
Now,
browser.
Are you just moving the profile folder or are you moving the whole .mozilla folder?
I've tried it both ways.
Okay.
I've really taken it apart and tried to,
I'm gonna keep trying that. I have not found that yet, but that does not that strikes me as something they will do.
I'm more prone, if I'm going to use Firefox, I think I'm going to back down and maybe use the ESR version where they ain't tinkering with it all the time and it's pretty much stable.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I'm gonna I did it recently because I had to reset this computer because Fedora upgrades weren't working anymore. So to upgrade to 31, I just completely wiped this computer and reinstalled it, and I was able to transfer my Firefox profile successfully.
Yeah.
Well, here's one other thing. I have a theory about this. I haven't fully tested it yet, but if you move to a brand new install system that has Firefox on it, and you do not open Firefox, you just move your profile before you open it, it may take. If you open Firefox once and it creates all its default junk, it's done. It's burned in.
I actually did open Firefox before I imported my profile, and it worked fine. I just had to delete the old profile that was already existing. And then I deleted the old profile, and I deleted pretty much everything that was related to profiles in that Mozilla folder. And then it just prompted, like, when I opened the app, it just said, what profile would you like to use? And my profile popped up. Simple as that.
Yeah, when this happens to you, you'll get a message telling you and explaining you how they want you to do it from now on.
Can you do that and send me a screenshot of it? I would love to look into that.
I will next time I distro hop, I will take a picture of it.
Excellent. Yeah, I would love to look into that further because, that's one of the things I'm not a huge fan of right now is how much they're pushing Pocket and they're pushing the sign in. It's like, dude, leave me alone. I never want to sign into your account. Where's the button for that?
It's too much. That's why I said I want to back down to the ESR version, which Debian comes with, and it works perfectly fine.
Yep.
I haven't had any of those problems. That's new to me.
It's something that's just started happening in the last 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to keep looking into it and send me that information. Anybody else want to comment on any other web browsers here?
Maybe someone in the comments has had this issue.
Yeah, let me know in the comments if you have. Some people, somebody's mentioned Brave. I am not a huge fan of Brave. So it's based on Chromium. It does do its job of blocking the ads and stuff. I find them to be a little bit disingenuous in that they raised all of their money by telling the investors one thing, and then they built a web browser that was kind of used something different. And then they are doing this bat coin collection, and then they accumulate a certain amount, and then they'll approach the person who owns that website, whatever else, says, hey, you got this new, you have $100 in bat here, just create your account over here and we'll give you this. And some people actually actually go in and set their browser to donate their bat to individual creators, and that individual creator has not agreed to accept those at that point in time. And I looked into they're locking you into one single coin wallet in order to access those bat coins, and I cannot agree to their terms of service. And so I'm not a big fan of Brave because of that. If you're using it because it's a built-in ad blocker Chromium build that works for you, that's fine. I'm just not a fan of it myself. I'm not sure if anybody has any other commentary on any of that or not.
I do use Firefox mainly because you can just harden it and customize it so much. Like I have mine. I pretty much I did everything in your video except history and DRM. Mm-hmm. I have DRM turned on because I use Netflix and stuff, and I do like to have a history, and I'll clear it occasionally.
Yep.
Well, that's mainly what I use Firefox for too, is the DRM, because WaterFox, the DRM never seems to work in it.
Yeah, that's hilarious because like WaterFox's, I think it was on Arch, I couldn't actually watch YouTube well on Chromium, and so I switched to WaterFox, which is hilarious. I use WaterFox for YouTube on my Arch computer. Go figure.
Wow.
Interesting.
WaterFox is really nice. I like it. I've been using it for years. It transports from distro to distro without any hiccups. The WaterFox profile, I haven't had any trouble transporting that. Matter of fact, I got the WaterFox profile from the Firefox I was using years ago.
And by the way, though, the best web browser of all times, though, is coming to Linux very soon, and that is Edge. So I hope you guys are all going to adopt Edge when it kicks.
It don't even belong in the Linux world.
Like, dude, nobody uses this on your computer that you force it on us. What makes you think people are going to willingly use it? I don't know.
I thought you were joking and going to say Netscape Navigator.
No, Edge is actually coming to
Did
Linux.
you hear that they're porting Windows Defender to, like, what viruses are on Linux?
They're Windows viruses if you have wine.
You put it in wine.
Yeah, but the thing perpetually loads in the background is harvesting all of your data. This is a way to collect the data off of your links. We got to figure out how to port the data collection to all those Linux people. Got it. Windows Defender, baby.
Yeah, for that 2% of people that use it.
Yeah. All right. Any final comments on web browsers?